TSL game of the week this week is the Eastern Shore Derby. Brett Cheese looking forward to. Well, we're going to call it the Derby now. We've started anyway. Clarence versus Lauderdale. What we're talking about.
Derby, Not showdown.
Sure. It's a good game of football.
One of those, it is a good game of football. Last time we saw Clarence Lauderdale, Bellarive, Lauderdale really took it up to them. They actually won the inside 50 count. I think it was a 7 or 8 point margin in the end. Clarence's skills were well off, but that was, of course, a different Clarence to what we're seeing now. They carved up Hobart last round. They've given them an absolute smacking. Lauderdale coming off a good win against South Launceston, but can they match it with Clarence?
Well, we saw last week against Hobart, they're very clinical and getting some big players back too. Matthew Jury, very important to their structure. And as well, we saw players like Nick Payne that have been down a bit, come to a bit of form. Darren Winter knows he's got a big task here. Finals are on the line. Their percentage behind Glenorchy and North Hobart, they really need to put the foot down now.
Well, look, if Lauderdale can snatch a victory here, they've probably got the easiest run home of all the teams involved in the finals race. It sets up well for Lauderdale, particularly momentum in the derby or the showdown, heading into the finals. And look, they're a small community club, and that would be the biggest thing for them all year to get a win over Clarence.
Speaking like a true Lauderdale resident you are. Some other big games, of course, this week, really looking forward to. North Launceston, this is a serious game of football now. Season on the line for both clubs. North Lonnie with an opportunity from Devonport's victory last week. They see themselves with a chance to knock off Glenorchy, Burnie, Devonport. Well, it's always a good game, the Northwest Derby, or Derby, whatever we like to call it. South Lonnie versus Launceston, another in-house game up there at Youngtown Oval. And Hobart versus North Hobart. Always a good rivalry. Both games have been close this year. But it's this game that we're really looking forward to. Clarence versus Lauderdale here at Bellarive Oval. We've seen good clashes over the past, and Darren Winter always gets his side up for a big contest. But as we mentioned a little earlier, it's a big game for the Lauderdale Football Club, Brett Jeeves. They're travelling to Bellarive. Can they do the business? I guess we'll wait and see. Yeah,
well, time will tell, I suppose. But rest assured that Darren Winter will have his men primed and pumped. There's always a little bit of niggle in the media as well between Lauderdale and Clarence. Again, after that last game, Coach Brett Gapin of Clarence came out and said, well, Lauderdale aren't a serious threat for a finals campaign, to which Darren Winter blew his lid and exploded. So, always a hard-fought game.
I promise to add a lot. Stay tuned for ABC Grandstand, 1 o'clock ABC, here from Bellarive Oval.